I'm not too sure how I feel about coriander pretzels. Okay, hi, you're watching Greg's Big Eats, and we're here at Block 93, Payoh, Lorong for Market Food Centre to try Ming Laksa. It's right over there, as you can see. So, the store started off in 1965 as a pushcart business around the Toa Payoh area, and it's now run by second generation owners. They're now in their 60s. They've been running it since the 1990s or so, and they have a pretty unusual take on laksa, which is I suppose it's a little bit more old school and it's not commonly found in Singapore. So, come, let's have a taste. 我可以拿那个laksa吗？
可以，
4块。
好，
可以啊。
包来吃啊？
这
要ham吗？
啊，要。
你做，你做。
在那个 table 22啊。
22啊？
对啊。哦，好了，谢谢。谢谢。Okay, hang on. Why do you walk this way? Anyway, this looks very good. Oh yes, look at that. So I ordered a $4 portion. There's $3 and $4. It comes with 2 half prawns, some tau pok, tofu puffs, fish cake, and it has got some cockles, only if you want it. And instead of the sambal chili, right, they actually use dried ebi mixed with chili lah. And they have got the daun kosong. It's known as the laksa leaf lah, daun kosong. And it looks as though it is maybe not dry, but it's like semi-dry. But first, let's try the all-important gravy. They're hard to see. Oh man, slightly sweet, slightly spicy, slightly savory. It's watery, but in a good way. There's a very slight tanginess inside as well. So it's not as rich as you would think. To me, this is a nicely balanced laksa gravy. What happens in a lot of laksas is that for a lot of laksas in Singapore, it is either too watery or sometimes it's too creamy. But the flavors and the consistency of the gravy here manages to hit that sweet spot just right in the middle. Not too heavy, not too light, just right. You know, which is actually very hard to find in Singapore. It's kind of like a delicate balance between the chili, the coconut milk, and the stock itself. And of course the herbs. If you actually prefer it a little bit more savory, they actually give you a chili paste which has got dried prawns inside. Yep. Actually not that savory actually. You've got a very slight dried prawn flavor, but there is kind of like a powdery chili taste to it. It adds a little bit more spiciness, but not necessarily a lot more savouriness inside. And they give you the laksa leaf herb, the daun kosong. And daun kosong tastes like daun kosong. It's a very unusual herb. I don't know how to explain how it tastes like. It's like trying to explain what basil tastes like. I have no idea. Okay, it is just laksa leaf. Once you taste it, you know it is laksa leaf. Let's see what it tastes like when you add it in. Yep, a lot more of the important herb flavor inside. So going through the ingredients very quickly. There's the tau pok, tofu puffs, decently done, not firm or not soft. It's kind of in the middle. It's really nice to eat tau pok with laksa because it soaks up all that gravy. Now for the prawns. They give you 2 half prawns, very small prawns. You can't really expect much when it's only $4. Alright, not the highlight. Usually overblends in places like this. Some fish cake. Fish cake. Factory fish cake. Now they give you cockles, but the cockles are very small. Sometimes you get big ones like this, but then at other times you get small ones like this. So it is, yeah, Oh well. Nicely blanched. In most laksa places, you actually get it nicely blanched. Good. Oh, I forgot, the noodles you get is actually Qole bihun. You combine it all together and so a couple of points to this laksa. It's really nice in the down kosong they gave, right? They actually give you a generous amount. So there's a really nice herb flavor in it. The amount of ingredients, I wouldn't say is generous, I wouldn't say it's stingy, but it's just right. Maybe they give you a little bit more tau pok than normal, and maybe a little few more cockles perhaps. And it's also nice that the gravy isn't completely smooth. They've actually strained out the dried shrimp, but they've left in bits and pieces here and there. So there is a little bit of texture. Okay, all finished? Now, even the gravy. Don't worry, it's not a rich gravy, so I'm not kidding myself. Okay, so that was a quick look at Ming laksa. It's a very balanced gravy. It's not too rich, it's not too thin. Plus you can taste every element of the laksa inside. It's actually very, very hard to get this sort of laksa in Singapore. At the same time, they're also decently generous with their portions. Would I travel half across Singapore for this laksa? It's a borderline yes, borderline no, it depends. But if I live in Payoh, this would become my #1 neighborhood laksa for sure. So thanks for watching another episode of Great Speed Eats. It's a very short vlog, there's only one dish. If you like this content, give a like, subscribe, and comment below. And I will see you in the next one for more eating. Bye bye.
đi买卖